All right. Well, I'm sure you guys will be here in just a minute. Until then, I'm just gonna keep working on this. Figured it'd be kind of fun to do. I'll tell you guys once you get here. Just so you guys know what I'm working on, I'm trying to make the headband for the M1060 a little bit more comfortable. So I'm sewing on these pieces of foam, and then I'm going to wrap it in another material when I'm done. All right, there we go. That's a little bit of progress. Awesome. Now I'm going to do a full modding video pretty soon on these, but while I'm finishing up some things, I figured I might as well work on comfort. So that's kind of a big priority. So, why not do it live? Because I've been doing a lot of live things lately, and honestly, live is really fun. That's going to go on these.
It's all right. I was born and went to school.
That's good. Why'd you leave then? Just go around leaving people for no reason.
I wouldn't.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some things I said wish I was a kid again.
These are M1060C, yes. I'm putting a bunch of foam on this headband, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to rewrap it in this material around that foam. Just to see if I can make it have something a little bit more spongy on top. And yeah, these are the M1060C. I just took the band right out. I'm probably gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do a full video on how I actually did all the mods to these at some point, but I figured it'd be fun to do this because I have a little while before I have to be anywhere. I gotta leave somewhere in like 45 minutes. Until then, I'm gonna work on this. Let's see. Getting thread through a needle is the absolute worst. I do like that material, yes. However, I do not have any here to work with. Well, I'll put it this way. I like that material on other headphones that I've messed with, but I've never personally worked with the material. So I definitely would like to. we go. Oh my gosh. I need smaller fingers for this. There we go. About that much. Almost done with this part.
I will make no mistakes in the name of learning.
I'd love to see someone make
I have my work.
just a headband that you can just put straight up on here to replace the stock one,
Thing again ever.
but oh well. What question did he want to ask me? Here, tell him to come say hi and I'll ask him over here. Do I want the ZS10 for $30? I haven't looked at the ZS10 how much. How much is the ZS10 as it normally? Wow, I just totally butchered that question. Don't DMS anything this time. Yeah. Well, I haven't broken any drivers yet, so not on this pair. But to be fair, the reason I broke the other drivers is because I was trying to find a way to remove the ringing, and I'm not doing that with these because they don't have any ringing. Is this going to become like a Linus Tech Tip style meme where like Linus drops everything? Do I just break everything? Oh, then yeah, whenever I get paid, I'd love to get a set of those. I'm gonna get a check sometime soon. It's in the mail this week from my work. Whenever they send me a check in, I'd definitely like to get my hands on some of those. All right, one more piece, and then I can start wrapping this in material. Didn't think you'd see DMS sewing foam onto a headband today, did ya? I'm almost 100% satisfied with my 1060C mod. The comfort just isn't quite there because they're heavy. I mean, the comfort's there, but it's like compared to some other things like 650, because 650 is just kind of... There it is, I said 650, everyone take a shot. Just because I talk about 650 comfort so much, I feel like I have to bring it up to that point if I want something I'm working on to be perfect, and I kind of want a mod to be damn near perfect if I can help it. I tried Bluetooth MMCX on the M300 yet. No, I was going to, but my M300s were super pre-production models. They weren't like the same build as the actual final ones, and my M300s ended up breaking because they were not like an actual factory production pair. I still have one driver though. I don't know. I'll try to get some more at some point and then I'll do it. The thing about Bluetooth is that it's just not great.
The tree is firmly rooted in the ground. The impression that the tree is vulnerable will vanish.
All right. Here we go. One more knot, and then we'll get to putting the actual fabric around these.
Look at the tree.
I want to do something not super thick, or if it was thick, it would be something that's easy to squish, because I didn't want the headband to become too thick, because if it was any thicker than it really was, I wouldn't honestly be able to get them on my head, because I have a giant, strangely shaped head. Okay, this can go right here. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. Some Bluetooth sounds okay, but I haven't found Bluetooth that I really like yet. What pads do I have on the 1060Cs? I like these the most, the vegans, but this is the ones I'm using right now. These actually just showed up today. They're the Odyssey, just the regular old leather pads. I did notice that these pads that showed up are different from the ones that are on these LCDs, though. It's strange. These ones, look, if I press in, let go, they slowly sink back out. But the leather LCD pads that I got in the mail, they don't have like the same kind of foam in them, which is interesting. And they feel like they're made out of a different kind of leather. Like this feels like pleather, the other ones feel like leather. So I don't know if I got fake pads or something. Not sure. Well, I don't know, this might be leather. Okay. Oh, the 2C pads are different? Okay. I wasn't 100% sure on that. Let's see. How should I do it? Should I do it this way? Thinking that I could just sew this together, and then whatever excess there is, I'll just cut off. That is an interesting podcast name. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really digging Lasagna Wave or Wave Lasagna just because it's so random, and a lot of times we're really just not that serious. So, I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling that one might stick just because it's so goofy and, you know, it's us, guys. I probably won't be posting this afterwards. I think I'm just gonna do random streams throughout the week now, just for fun, in between videos. And I probably won't post most of them afterwards, but it's kind of fun to just do things like this, because I get to talk to you guys directly. I work at home, so I'm like at home all the time, and it's nice to be able to talk to people during the daytime. Let's see. This is not gonna be the most pretty solution, by the way, just so you guys know. This is very much a first draft. I've tried a few 3D printed phasers, actually. They're pretty sick. And fragile. Make a third channel for streams? Oh, I don't know about that. That's so much work. I mean, if I want to do that, I would just do the Twitch. Or do you mean like a channel where I just upload my streams? Like stream them here and then upload them there? Because that's doable. Monk Light. I haven't heard the Monk Light. Here's the thing. I took down all my Venture Electronics reviews because I heard actually, and saw some screenshots of them very much mistreating customers. And I'm not very interested in that. So I took down all my reviews of their stuff. We'll see if that changes. I don't know, it's just, they do make some good stuff, like Monk and everything is good, but I'm not into the whole idea of people mistreating their customers. I'm working on the M1060C at the moment, and I'm trying to make the headband a little bit softer, more comfortable, and I've been spending the past like 3 minutes trying to thread this needle, and it's a total pain. Ah, there we go. No, I'm seriously thinking I'm gonna start streaming like several days a week just because I really enjoy it. Like I said, I probably won't post all of them, but I will be probably streaming on here several days a week. And if we need to, we could technically upload the final ones on another channel, but I'm definitely gonna be streaming them on this channel. It's just, I tried doing Twitch streaming too, but I never get views on Twitch. I announced it several times on my channel. I was like, hey, I have a Twitch and all this, but I never got views on Twitch. So here I am, and whenever I do this, I get plenty of views. Mods, I can go on and tell you the mods I've done to the 1060C. I mean, spoilers aside, I don't really care too much about spoilers for it because really the whole reason I'm doing the video is I could just tell you guys what the mods are any day, but the point of doing the video is so that you guys know how to do the mods yourselves too, and you can actually visually see it. Oh, peace, have fun. So the mods I've done so far for the 1060Cs is I took the backs off and made them open, of course. Let me get this wrapped around here a couple times, because this is very loose. And then I'll keep talking. Anyway, I made them open back, and upon doing that, I've taken all the backing out, put in a different piece of backing, made grills for them, changed out the pads, and I'm working on driver paper. Let's see. Yeah, I actually plan on doing like some serious, like, in-depth instructional modding videos at some point, but until then, streams are fun. Just so you guys know, I'm not really that good at sewing. Like, I kind of know how to sew, but I'm not good at it. I'm not going to pretend to be good at it. So, everything you see me doing as far as sewing goes, take that with a grain of salt.
I mean, when you was a kid growing up.
Let's see.
It's all right.
We know.
I
Great.
was born and went to school.
That's good. Why'd you leave then?
I probably should go on and try and cut this stuff down to the right dimension.
I wouldn't.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
There we go. Actually, here's the thing. I'd love to get a 3D printer eventually. That's a long-term goal for me, is to get a 3D printer and work on making mods with that. That way I can just give people the 3D printed, like, the schematics so that they can print the same mods that I end up showing them. And design my own mods that way too. I think that'd be really, really fun. I'm still a ways off from that because there's no way I can afford a 3D printer. Especially at the point in my life I'm in right now, but down the road, yes. And by down, I mean down the road, like maybe like later this year or something. Yeah, modding tutorials, honestly, like, here's the thing, I love reviews, but they get really exhausting after a while, and being critical of everything all the time is kind of sad. Like, I don't know. I think it'd be more fun to take some time to focus on creating instead of focus on criticizing. Wow, this is just a mess. How did I make such a big mess? Okay. I'm gonna cut this piece. I think. Piece is this. Listen, the only sewing I've ever really had to do is like repairing clothing. There we go. Now that's out of the way. Now it's not tangled. Yeah, I wonder if I could talk Monoprice into letting me borrow a 3D printer. Because I know they make them. And Monoprice has been nice before about sending a few things. Just to clarify, I know people ask me all the time if Monoprice sponsors anything. They don't. I just genuinely have liked a lot of their products. Alright, I think I'm just gonna do like a quick run over just to try and get it together, and then I'll go back and tighten it up afterwards. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. The biggest thing I would try to print is about the size of like an HD 650 cup. I don't think I'd ever try to print headbands or anything like that, just because usually 3D printed items, from what I know of, are relatively brittle. I don't know, maybe I can print using plastics that are more flexible and won't break. I don't really know that much about 3D printing yet. I was doing some things with 3D printing a while back, but I was basically just making the schematics and sending them to a company who was printing them and then sending me the prints, which is just too expensive.
I have my work and an uncomplicated life. I don't want to feel anything again, ever.
Let's see. Now, I will have to bounce out of here in just a little bit because I do have to go pick up my roommate from work. But we've still got like 20 or so minutes until then. I wouldn't say I'm good at designing things for 3D printing. I definitely had help figuring it out. But I'm okay at it. I'm kind of, you know, like there's people out there that just kind of know a little bit of how to do any sort of weird little craft, but they're not like particularly excellent at any of them. They just know a little bit of all of them. That's me. I know a little bit of sewing, but I'm not great at it. I know a little bit of 3D modeling, but I'm not great at it. I know, you know, a whole lot of stuff about cars and how to fix up cars, but I'm not great at it. These are all just things that I've kind of gone into a little bit back and forth. I haven't been reading half the comments, I'm sorry. I've just been looking up every now and then because I don't want to stab myself with a needle. Yeah, actually, when I lived in Tennessee, I was going to collaborate with a guy who had a 3D printer, but I moved out of Tennessee. There's that. And back then, I don't think I had enough subs for him to be really that interested. I mean, even now, we're technically still a really small community. So, that being said, I love this community and I'm proud of this community, but we are a very small community, so we don't have a lot of leverage when it comes to collaboration yet. Well, that's the thing too, if I just find someone who has a 3D printer, I don't want to waste their time by like having them print like something and it be like a millimeter off, so they have to reprint it and just like over and over and over and over and over a million times. That's why eventually I'd like to just get one when I can afford it down the road, because then it'll, you know, if I mess up my first print, oh well, I can just print again, and I'm not wasting someone's time, electricity, and materials to work on my videos. Oh man, that's a big knot. Right, how do I... Well, there's a huge knot in this. I'm not really sure how to fix that. My work is calling, actually. Give me just a second, guys.
See the sunshine in the tree.
Okay. I'm still here, guys. Just had to talk to my work real quick. I've been sending off video projects today, and there was just some corrections I gotta do on it in a little bit. I don't know, if I do start, I'm gonna do a lot of random streams like this, so if I do start uploading them, I might upload them on a side channel just so I don't clutter this place up. But I'll definitely be streaming on here. Honestly, I think I'll be doing it pretty frequently because I really enjoy doing it, and I like getting to interact with you guys. I'm working on the M1060C, and I'll have to leave here in about 15 minutes to go pick up my roommate. But I might do another stream later. It just depends on how far I get in this. I like live streaming. I think I get to respond to a lot more comments this way. And I don't spend a million hours on post-production. Yes, I will stream when I work on your THX hundreds, actually. It'll be super fun. How much do I know about audio interfaces? A pretty fair bit because of my recording past. What are you looking for an interface for? Mod list. So I'm working on a headband now. I've also done pads. I opened them up. I put a different damper on the back. Made custom grills for them. And I'm working on changing out the driver paper probably soon. Yeah, Scarlett interfaces are great for beginning. Actually, I even used an 18i8 with optical into it when I had my studio, and I was running a ton of inputs through that thing. It was absolutely great. I'm not great at sewing, but I don't mind it. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna tie it off right here because I've already gone over it twice.
I was born and went to school.
That's good. Why'd you leave then?
Let's see.
Just go around leaving people for no reason.
Oh yeah, I'll catch you later on Telegram, dude. Yeah, your pads are already on these. Fun fact, they're right here. They came in today. All right. Is it perfect? No. But is it gonna work? Probably. Here we go. There's on my head.
But a man is gonna be rearranged. But a man is gonna be rearranged. Everything is gonna be right.
What kind of music do I like? Actually, here's a question. Is this music coming through right now? Can you guys hear that?
But a man is gonna be rearranged.
How long does it take to measure a pair of headphones? I mean, if you just did one pass, it wouldn't take long, but I generally do a ton of measurements on every pair, so it can take hours and hours and hours. Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys could hear that music. This is one of the only things that I actually had the rights to play on YouTube, but that's because I hit up the artist a long time ago. And he was super cool about letting me use his stuff, and he makes a bunch of, like, awesome chill beats like this. I think I usually link his stuff in the descriptions, but it's Mi Amigo. Or My Amigo, I don't know exactly how you say it, but he makes really cool stuff. Oh, you have the DT250? Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in checking it out. I will say this, I'm gonna do a little bit of a delay on some reviews. So I'm not gonna be like taking in a ton of things to review immediately because I wanna focus a little bit more on modding and a little bit less on reviewing, just because I feel myself getting burned out sometimes on reviews and I don't wanna overdo it. So I wanna space it out with some more content in the middle. So I think instead of just taking everything I can to review all at once and just having a ton of things here, I'm going to start focusing on them more individually. All right. Last screw. Will I make measurements of these cans that you are modding? Yes, absolutely. I already have some measurements. Here, let me pull it up real fast. Let's see. Desktop. There you go. The purple one is these headphones currently. I'll leave that up for just a second. Maybe I'll make it transparent or something. How do I make this transparent? I don't know if I can.
No mistakes in the name of loneliness. I have my work.
Oh well. Well, you guys see it for a second. I'll put it in the corner or something right there.
Again, ever.
There you go. The one that isn't purple, the blue one is LCD2C. So I just put this headband on here. Which side is this? Left. I haven't glued the pads on or anything, or adhered the pads on yet, because that's because I'm still kind of messing with it, and everything's not 100% final yet, but once it is, then I'll secure it, and then I'll make the final video. I'm going to put these on my head real quick and see if it's comfortable. That's definitely a lot softer than it was. I wish these were a little bit taller. Just a hair, like if they were extended out just a little bit. Because these are still not quite big enough for me. That feels a little bit more comfortable than they were. I think I need to put something in here and space these out and make them just a little bit bigger. If I can. Can I fit something in here? How's the 660S compared to 1060? Honestly, the 660 is better. But it's also a lot more expensive. It's an entirely different sound too. But if I was gonna get a headphone in that price range, I'd rather get the Bayer DT1990 than the 660. Yeah, the turquoise line is an LCD. You know what, in just a second before I go, because I do have to leave in just a minute to go pick up my roommate, I will show you guys something pretty neat. First, let me get... Does this come off? Yeah, this does come off. I think I'm going to go to the hardware store on the way home and get something to put in here to space it out just a little bit. But real quick, while I got this all in front of me, where'd this? Did I just lose a screw? There it is. Okay, good. Where is my... I'm going to pull up the measurements real quick. Oh, my Twitter handle is just DMS3TV. Let's see. Where's my measurements folder? There it is. And I gotta open one more file. Perfect. Now I'm gonna capture a window for you guys. You guys can see what I'm talking about. Window capture. Here it is. Here's all my measurements I've been doing for this mod in particular. I can't really read your comments while this is up, so I'm just gonna move it over. There we go. Now I can see everything. So yeah, you can see like all the different pads I've tried on here. So I'm gonna go back and uncheck all these. Like this was the stock measurement for the 1060C, this red one. And then this was the stock when I took the backs off. And then there's the stock with the backs off compared to where we're at now. It's just, you know, less of a dip right here, a little bit more extended in the treble, and a little bit more bass. I tried it with all kinds of different things, vegan pads and icon pads and O'Tour standard pads and O'Tour warm pads. HM5XLs. There's an HT650 in there for average. The LCD 2C. The ZMF micro suede pads. Yeah, I could do a video on my measurement setup sometime. It's not like a crazy, insane top-end setup or anything, but it's still, you know, it's fun. There we go, window capture turned off. Yeah, I'll do that one of these days. So, okay, I gotta go pick up my roommate, and then I'm going to pick up some parts from the hardware store to make these just a little bit longer, because I want the headband to be just maybe a ½ an inch taller. And then I think these will be ready to actually adhere the pads onto. We'll see. Yeah, they're not perfect yet. The rest of the work I'm going to be doing is on the back of the driver here. I have not tried his modded stacks. I would like to. Honestly, I just want to mod tons and tons of headphones. But it's time. Here, I'm gonna... I have to go pick up my roommate, so I'll see you guys later. And I'll do another one of these soon. Peace.